Honorable Speaker, the question alludes to two sources of government revenue, tax and what is non-tax. And essentially the non-tax is sovereign national wealth. I think the question is alluding to the fact that tax is unsustainable, and how do we supplement government revenue through the non-tax sources. And one source is the mineral that has been mentioned. The question says that wealth siphoned is being redirected in the productive base. Which productive base? And if the productive base is to move away from taxation, wouldn't the productive base be, Honorable Minister, the minerals that are already available, which because of a commission of inquiry, we're being told cannot be mined? Is that rational, Honorable Speaker? Would you be willing to consider finding ways and means, legally or any other means, to ensure that what was siphoned and now available will be directed in that mining sector to increase the capacity to harness sovereign national wealth?
Thank you, Honorable Member. I think we'll all be going around on the same issues. It's true we want non-tax revenue, we want to increase our sovereign wealth, but we also have to look at the reality on the ground. How much of that is there? Even if we encourage the private sector to grow, we expect the tax revenue to grow along with that, because they will be paying company tax, they will be paying staff income tax, and other taxes. So, but it will create income for the population, the citizenry, the employment, you know. It will make the economy grow. Now, to say we direct our resources to these resources like the sand mine or oil drilling, well, we are investors for the sand mining. So government doesn't have to put in that significant resources that is required maybe to buy the machinery and build the capacity. You know, we have investors in the private, from the private sector who are investing in that resource. For oil, do we have the capacity to do our drilling ourselves? We can say, let the government take the initiative. We go out into the sea and drill offshore. No, I'm saying it's to direct resources into those wells. We don't have the capacity and resources.
I want him to complete. You go ahead, please. Thank you.
Honorable Speaker, I don't want the Minister to introduce mediocrity in what I have said. I have not mentioned oil at all. I have said that there is already capacity for mining, and that where there is public-private, whether what he said in his answer, that money has been siphoned, it is now being collected and directed to answer the question to non-tax sources of investment. I asked, which are those sources? And I mentioned that that mining is a potential for investment. That's what I've said. And he should not go into any other area. That's what I'm mentioning. What is concrete?
So essentially, that's your suggestion. Am I right?
It's a question I'm asking whether they will, that's where they could. Wouldn't they invest in that sector and limit it to that sector and no other area?
Very well. Thank you.
Thank you for that clarification. Excuse my limited understanding. If you say sovereign wealth, it's a plural that includes all the wealth in the country. That's why I brought this. The mining is also, of oil is also a wealth for this country. So, but if you are specific to the mining sector, I would say we will go along with private sector investment rather than to take our resources ourselves and go into an area where we do not have all the capacities in terms of the technical, geological, because it involves more than just digging and so on. You have to get the quality out. You have to know what you are mining. So I'm comfortable engaging the private sector in this area. Thank you.